All right. What's up, guys? I am moving in slow motion. I don't know if it's that I got too much going on with my tabs, but I'm about to close some of this stuff. So hold on one second. Cause yeah, it's a lot going on. And I got it's like a backlash. We finna work this thing out for a second. Let me see. Let me put this right here. Because that could be it. All right. What's up with y'all? Okay. So I wanted to come to you guys live. This is my first StreamYard going on. And I hope you guys could hear me. I know I'm not muted, but it's so great because my good sis Jess, she told me about this thing called StreamYard. I was really researching it years ago. I think probably when it first came out, but I didn't know what it was about. But I'm excited because, yeah, I'm able to stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I wanted to come to you guys. Welcome to the Tree Tip Show. We are live, baby. My studio still getting worked on. My husband, chalk it up to him. Yeah, he have a lot of other things going on, so I'm gonna give him a pass. But what's up, y'all? It's the Tree Tip Show. I'm in the house. Y'all better tap into my social media sites. I want y'all to tap into me. I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know because I'm not. I gotta see how this work with viewing on. Let me view. See if I can view it on YouTube. That way I can see my streams. Okay. I think it's working. Okay. I see me. Let me see. Oh, hold on, guys. Mm, so yeah, just looking at. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do something I shouldn't have done. All right, guys. And I'm at home. Like, it, I can't be having no dry lips online. Sorry, but we're about to do this. Give me a second. Let me hook this up. All right, y'all. So it's kind of moving a little slow, but I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna keep doing it, and we're gonna see how this goes. I don't have any like little uh little hashtags on here. Nobody's in here yet, so that's a good thing. But I'm just getting started, so we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. But I was so excited to do this show because I wanted to talk to you guys about Tory Lanez, the Tory Lanez case. It has been, to say the least, a hot mess, really. To say the least, a hot mess. But I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I kind of knew it was going to turn out this way because I've had prior prior involvement with the CCB, the criminal court building. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. So I have no faith in that court building as it pertains to young black men. Um, and I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that the jury didn't come to the right decision because they might have in their mind that I don't know what they were thinking, but when you look at it, there's so much reasonable doubt in this case. But I was looking at a interview of one of the attorneys that was in the O.J. Simpson trial, and this attorney, and I've been seeing him, he's a little older now, but he had a good. He said something that stuck out to me. He said, "What people don't, what they take out when we think about reasonable doubt, it the first word be before that is beyond a reasonable doubt." So when you look at beyond a reasonable doubt, how do you get to beyond a reasonable doubt? And that's when you start analyzing maybe what the jurors were going through. For me, in this case, evidence-wise, facts-based-wise, um, enough wasn't there to convict him. I do think I agree with shout out to Esquire. She's a YouTuber as well. She said she's also an attorney. She said this the defense to her and to me made the biggest mistake by boxing their case or his defense in with Kelsey being the other shooter, even though um, Kelsey had GSR on her. I think they should have opened it up more to it could have been Quan, could have been Megan. They should have just they should have just put more holes in it to not box themselves in with just Kelsey. Um, One thing that don't shock me is how the prosecutor got to the independent witness in this case. Because That's what they do in LA County, man. They, they do LAPD and the district attorney, they don't play straight with witnesses and all of that stuff. And the crazy part is other people get put in jail for tampering with witnesses. And I think what they do never get highlighted enough. Like there's so many cases where you have some witnesses that have made statements uh, saying how the district attorney and the police threatened to take their kids away from them if they didn't say certain things. And this is in LA County, allegedly. Um, and so there is reports, alleged reports out there where the district attorney does not always take care. And also, we do know of numerous cases where there were corruption inside of the LAPD department, not only the LAPD department, but the Los Angeles County department. Even the sheriff himself went on trial out there. So there's a lot of corruption that has went on out there allegedly. And some I'm not you don't even have to say allegedly because some of those a lot of those cops got convicted. So that's what I wanted to really focus on in this case too. I want to go deeper into it is mm, what happened with the investigation? What happened? Like, what happened with this independent witness? Tory Lanez, I'm pretty sure, paid his attorney hundreds of thousands of possibly. So you would think that they would have interviewed this witness a couple of times before he got on the stand. I'm just kind of shocked and like, um, I heard something where I heard something where, oh, guys, I want to see if I can play. His dad spoke at court. Tory Lane's dad, he spoke at court, and he spoke about um, how how the what's this? Okay, I want to see. I want to share my screen. This is new to me, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Um, I don't know if I can share on here. See if it's under here or not. See, I gotta learn this. I don't think this is it either. I hope I have to go off camera for this. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna get that. Here. I'm gonna find it because I want to play how he went off. And he did. I don't think that's it. Mm, I want to mess it up. My good sis. And it's Christmas Eve, so I know my sis is moving around. But she gonna teach me how to do all of this. See how it was some way that it's a way that I could share that video. But his dad actually went off. Let me go back because that's not it. Let me come back. His dad actually went off, and I know y'all probably saw it, but it's yeah. He mentioned how. Let me just basically say what he said. Some of the paraphrase. He mentioned how that the independent witness was their witness, the defense witness, and so that means the defense probably 9 times out of 10 made contact with this man and has had prior conversations with him. But once the independent witness went up to meet with the prosecutor, he said when the man came back down, the independent witness, he would not even shake the defense attorney's hand. So that is very telling. That's like, yeah, that's like very telling to me. Like something, yeah, something right. Something ain't right. Oh, I think I had to come back over here. Let me see. I might can share from here, guys. Let's see. No, we're gonna see if I can share. Okay, let's go.
How I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes. Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Ta and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before.
They met with our witness. And then the man came back. I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes.
Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded.
This, yeah, to say the least, this is a hot dang mess. Um, trying to it came up. I guess this is a TMZ clip. Came up so Yeah, so I don't know. I got to figure this thing out. But he basically said, the father of Tory Lanez basically said that the independent witness went upstairs, met with the district attorney, came back, and wouldn't even shake the hands of the defense attorneys. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And a lot of people was talking about appeals. A lot of people was talking about appeals. Everyone that gets found guilty has the right to an appeal, right? However, with having dealings with the appellate court over conviction cases on people that I know, the appellate court in California is not easy. It's not an easy court. It's not easy with appeals. It really isn't. Um, because in that court, in the appellate court, it has to be something that those those appellate judges, find that was done incorrectly in the trial. And that's not just, oh, Megan was lying and can they but no. All of that evidence that was presented in court that the jury saw, they're gonna go with what the jury, um, what the jury said. Things that bring you back on appeal is technical things, like if a juror is pinned to the baby before, that could bring you back, or um, like if the jury probably heard something that they wasn't supposed to hear, and that's even minor in the appellate cases. Those courts, the appellate courts is gonna be interested, or to say the least, because Twilight money. So he's gonna hire the top appellate attorneys to go through every bit of that transcript, to go through every bit of that trial, to try to get him back in court on any technicality. And in some cases it works, but in most cases it doesn't work. The appellate court, yeah. And then, so if he is granted, I remember a case where it was the defendant was charged with murder and two attempted murders, and it was the same case, the same trial, right? And with the two attempted murders, the district attorney was not able to get those witnesses to come to court. So was not able, the defendant was not able to face his account, and they still kept those charges on him during trial. So when he got found guilty of the murder, they found him guilty of the two attempted murders, right? So of course he had to pay. And the appeal process, he actually won half of it because of the fact that he wasn't able to um, face his accused in trial, and the jury wasn't able to see or hear their testimony. Then they had to take those two attempted murders, but it still left him with the murder. Um, and even though the jury heard both of those cases together, you would think their minds would be tainted about the murder as well. The appellate court said, no, we're not going to overturn the murder. We're going to overturn the attempted murder. The two attempted murders. the appellate court is not an easy court. If you think trial was something, appellate court is something else. Especially when you think that person is in prison. So just want to talk about this stuff because it's so interesting. Ooh, Um, what was really kind of weird to me, I would just say this, and I don't know if it's me because I grew up in Los Angeles, California, so I'm familiar with that court. But a lot of people really thought Tory Lanez was going to get found not guilty. And I don't understand how they thought that. I just, I don't understand how the the common sense thing for me, the bottom line, Megan Thee Stallion is a liar. She lied about so many things, right? But one thing she couldn't lie about, and she tried in the beginning, was the physical part that she did suffer bullet fragments in both feet. So the fact that she got those bullet fragments in her feet by an unregistered gun, a crime happened, right? A crime happened. Somebody is responsible for it. So it's not a big mystery on who those people are that could be responsible for this. So it's like, two people got gunpowder residue on them. Don't take a rocket scientist to know that between those two people or both of them is the one that shot the gun that got the bullet fragments and Meg the Stallion. To me, as a person that's looking at this, and I looked at this as a juror because I really started looking at this when this case started. I didn't start in 2020. I started how it really started. So I kind of went into this kind of blind, not with a blind eye, but as a juror, I would have looked at this as somebody got shot. Right? It's nothing that Meg the Stallion, get on the stand and say that has any weight on the fact that she got shot. Nothing that she got, right? Now, that's one. And I think a lot of people will start to say, well, she's a liar, she's this, she's that. Yeah, and yeah, she's be all of that. That don't matter though. She got shot. Like she got hit by bullet fragments, people. She got shot. And somebody pulled the trigger. Not once, not twice, but a couple of times. Right? And I think the question is, did Kelsey pull the trigger or did Tory pull the trigger? Well, for me, both of them is responsible as it stands right now. I'm leaning more towards Tory than Kelsey because it just don't strike me as uh, Kelsey shooting Meg and then asking her, "Meg, are you okay?" And then consoling her in the backseat of the truck after the shooting happened, and then the text message. That part just don't line up to Kelsey shooting Meg. I do believe her and Meg got into it. I don't know how deep the fight was or what. It probably was a fight. I don't think that the independent witness is lying about the fight. I don't think that. But it probably was a fight between her and Meg. However, I think I don't think Tory was just sitting back, letting them cat fight out. Him and Meg was into it for him to even tell the driver to pull over and let these bees out. So he was into it with Meg the Stallion too, and I think that that was being downplayed in the public. Like he wasn't into it. Yes, they were arguing. One thing that I do believe for sure, I love I love all of them because they're all black. You know, they're all young. They all have a future ahead of them. This is going to get, but I think that she actually started this whole thing, really, and that's why I don't think that Tory Lanez deserve a lot of time in prison because I think that she started this whole thing. I do believe that she was jealous that Tory Lanez and Tory Lanez was left back at Kylie's house. I do think that she was jealous of that. I do think that the argument in the truck went too far. I believe that Tory wanted to stay with Kylie. I think he wanted to stay here. And when the argument big went there to cause a big scene, when the argument happened, God said, "Oh, y'all gotta go. This is here, not tonight. All y'all leaving my premises and don't come back." Is what allegedly I heard she said. But so they all left, and Tori was mad. Meg probably was happy that they was leaving, but I think the fact that Tori was mad, the argument kept going on. I think that made her argument a lot. I think her and Kelsey did get into it, but I don't believe that Kelsey. Kelsey probably. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is, and I think what we probably went off of is that Tory Lanez did some shooting. Probably was him and Kelsey arguing over the gun, fighting over the gun. But he did some shooting, and I don't think that that was Kelsey's gun. I think that was his gun. And according to one of his charges alone, just by having that weapon in that car registered to you, that's 10 years. So, um, so yeah, I don't think that he should because I think Meg, like I said, started the whole thing with her jealousy. And that's the part, I think that one lie right there. Listen, bro, that one lie that she really, 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 really liked Tory Lanez or loved Tory Lanez or whatever word you want to use for it. I think that's what got her in all all the lies, all that just not admitting that one thing, that one thing. Because if she would have just like admitted, yes, I was messing around with Tory behind Chelsea's back. I was highly upset and offended that he wanted to stay at Kylie's house. If that would if the story would have started like that from her, I think hmm, it would have been like a little more easier for the public on her. I think for her not admitting that in the beginning, that's what caused the lie after lie. Because you guys know when you tell one lie, you gotta keep telling lies to, and then eventually it's gonna run out like it did. Like, well, it still happened kind of because I heard that she got on the stand and took a couple of lies. But yeah, I just think that I don't know. I don't know. For me, I don't think I hope that the judge give this young man a lot of time. Um, What I don't understand is what do Rock Nation have to do with it? I think it's just too much like going into too many areas. And I think if Rock Nation does have something to do with this, I think that the defense attorney dropped the ball um, with that. I think that they should have brought more evidence in because I'm still in like in like the shade of what do Rock Nation have to do with this? What do PZ have to do with all this? I know that Rock Nation just made the stallion. Got it. Tory Lanez, they wanted to make a deal with him. Got it. But what did they do to cause him to go to jail? That's my thing. Like, even if they told Meg to lie, even if like that still does not take away from the fact that she got hit with bullet fragment, and between Kelsey and Tory Lanez, those are the two people. It was not a UFO. The bullets didn't come from the trigger didn't get pulled by itself. Between them two people, she got hit. Like, dude, this doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. So, whether uh, Meg the Stallion had to testify, first of all, she had to testify. They subpoenaed her to testify. She is the victim. She got hit by bullet fragments. The some are still in her foot. There's still people running around. She didn't get shot. Like, I, that's what makes me like, I don't know. And I think that's why the defense attorney didn't pursue that because, like, what does Rock Nation have to do with this? Ultimately, this is what we have to know. And I'm going to wrap it up with this. There came a point in time where accountability has to be taken from all of these people, right? Meg, I think she's going through a lot of torment. That girl name has been dragged through the mud upside down for being shot. And she did lie about Tory. She lied about her feelings with Tory Lanez. And that's where all her problems started. She should have just admitted that she was digging that dude and she liked him, whatever she loved him and she liked him. Period. That's where all her problems started. She probably should have admitted it. Just I like you, Kelsey. You know we do this. You know I'm best between your dudes. But this is what you do. And I was offended about college. And you should have cut that head, the snake head of the snake off. That would have cut it off. That would have stopped it. Kelsey wasn't gonna say too much. She done screwed a couple of Kelsey men. Kelsey wasn't gonna say too much. We'll talk about this later. But we deal with you now. You know we've been messing around. I really like you. That's how that could have started. Could have, but hey, she didn't want to admit her feelings. She wasn't jealous. She lied about the sex with the guy and all of this and all that. And it gets here. She's taking I think she needs to take accountability for her part. Tori is taking accountability for having that gun going off because I don't believe that was Megan gun. And if it was Jaquan gun, he should have made Jaquan come to court and let everybody know that that was it. But he got to take accountability for what he did as well. Kelsey, she's taking accountability because she already can't go nowhere without people knowing. And can you imagine the public is involved with this? So I think what they really need to do is expound on it financially as much as possible. That's what I would do. book deals, interviews, commercials, whatever. Because the people is gonna talk about you whether they like you or not. So just all of y'all use it for your good. Come up. Tory gonna be in there writing some rhymes. He's gonna be in there writing some songs for people because I heard he is a bomb ghostwriter. So they can't stop you from writing because everybody in jail right. People in jail that didn't know how to write learned how to write in jail. So write you some songs, write you a book, go through your appeal. You know, you got a lot of money, you're gonna live good. This is not a life sentence. You're gonna come home one day. Chelsea, do you a book, girl. Do some commercials. You're pretty, you're beautiful. You had all them dudes on you. Expound on it. Do something with yourself. People gonna know you sign autographs, sell whatever. Get a clothing line. But use it right now while the getting is good because y'all are hot right now. Meg Thee Stallion, she probably gonna say Kelsey, Tory, I know. If people when you go up in there, they forget about you. So stay relevant. Stay writing your ghostwriting and do what you need to do to try to fight the home. Kelsey, do your thing, girl. Get you a book deal. Get on Gail and Oprah. They did it. They interviewed Meg. They might as well interview you. I, that's what I say. Sum it all up. Make some money off of it. The case is what it is. I think the case is over. I don't think that there's grounds for any appeal. I could be wrong. I'm not an attorney. However, I've dealt with a lot of appellate attorneys in my lifetime. So I know the appellate process is not like an open and shut case. Oh, she lied, so I got that. No, don't work like that. So my thing is try to stay relevant, make money off of it, do what you guys need to do, and yeah, come up. Like, come up, come up. I tell my sister that all the time. She's a rapper. Whenever somebody do something to you that's wrong, you better use it to your good. Do your YouTube, do your Facebook. Come up, come up. Because the case is over. Tory is going to jail. He's going to prison. Um, Meg Thee Stallion is still gonna make music. We still gonna listen to her music. She still has a large fan base, and she's still gonna do her thing. And I pray the best for Kelsey as well, and all that is involved in this case. I thank you guys for even viewing this. A lot didn't show up because I didn't advertise it. I just thought of it after I did my makeup this morning. But I told y'all, I'm just gonna come live when I want to talk about stuff because this is the Tree Tip Show. This is my house. So if I want to talk to myself, I will be on here talking to myself, rambling and rambling. People want to listen to people all the time. So I am a rambler in my house. I will sit at my table, at my desk, and talk to myself. So I'll sit on here and talk to myself. I might as well talk to myself on live, right? But I thank you guys all that viewed, all that's coming out to you. I just thank you guys. What I want to say is go to my YouTube, subscribe. I need some subscribers, y'all. Y'all gotta help me build my channel. Y'all are my community. So subscribe, like, share. I know I've been watching myself. This is like first couple of videos. So I'm gonna get better at it, but I look for it when I talk. So that's one thing that I noticed. The other thing is that I'm not gonna change is the movement of my hands. If I talk with my hands, that's not gonna change, right? But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you for looking at my show and listening to my show and listening to me talk. Because I can get rowdy, but I am educated. So thank you guys for coming out. tuned in. I promise I'm gonna get better. I'm working on an intro. It is bomb already, and guess what? I did it myself. I did it myself. I got my sister song up in there, my favorite song that she sings, Slither Snakes. Anyway, I got my voice on the drop. What that I did it myself. Look at audacity. So I'm proud of myself. I don't know about the rest, but I'm proud of myself, and that's all that matters is when you're proud of yourself. I just want to thank y'all for listening to me ramble about this Tory Lanez show. Drop me some comments, email me, share, do something. I want to talk more about LA County. I want to put on their neck. That's what I want to do. I want to put on their neck because there's a lot of people that they lock up that really shouldn't be in. I'm sorry, they shouldn't be in jail. And the police threaten people allegedly. They threaten people, and so allegedly, and so I think that we need to start putting our foot on their neck, y'all. This is the time. This is the time. This is ridiculous. So I will close with this from Tree Top Tips. I say Tree Top. You know, my auntie called me anyway. The Tree Tip Show. I mean, you, my heart to yours. I want to say Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, whatever floats your boat or is your cup of tea. I want you to enjoy the holiday season with your family, friends, and loved ones like you never did before. And this is Tree, and I'm out.